Titan FC have decided to add a fantastic matchup. They have a man in Bobo Bezzara taking on Andre Harrison for the featherweight title. Now, this is a huge matchup for you, sir. Firstly, sign up with Titan FC. I want to know how that came about. Secondly, how big of a fight is this for you? UFC Fight Pass, title on the line. Go ahead.
For me, this fight is huge. It's a really big opportunity to be fighting for Titan FC, especially for the title. I really feel really excited, motivated, and ready for this fight. I saw my opponent, Andrew Harrison, and he's a guy who his game is pretty good for my fight style. So I think it will be a pretty exciting fight.
I was going to say, it does make up for a great matchup because Andre Harrison, we know he's got very good wrestling with solid takedowns, but you yourself, you have got a very good grappling side to your aspect. Your double legs are really renowned for anyone who knows you as a fighter. You've got great, and you're aggressive. You're very aggressive on the ground with your ground and pound. You've got a great combination with the striking, which complements it as well, because you can throw some fantastic array of strikes with your legs and stuff. I really feel this makes for an interesting matchup because I want to see how maybe the pair of you approach the fight because of the grappling side of things. So the fight itself, Andre Harrison, how much do you know about Andre Harrison yourself?
What I know about him is just about his fight career. I know he's a two times NSW America, Wrestling America, and he's a really strong guy. So have you been watching his fights every day? Study his style, study what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, which way he likes to fight. So I'm pretty excited and motivated, and I think I have the right skills to beat him.
Now, obviously, you've been on a big stage, let's say, before. You've already competed with Bellator. Do you feel that gives you a good sorry, not an advantage. Do you think that will help assist you in this bout? Because, it's not like you're going into the bright lights for the first time. You've been on a big stage before. You've been with a big promotion. Do you think that really helps you going into this fight?
Yeah, for sure. Not just have been in the big stage, but the fact that I have over 20 fights, it's given me a lot of advantage over him. Because I have been in the cage many times. I know how is the feeling. I know what I should do, what I shouldn't do. So I think this is a really big advantage for me. And also I lost before. I have been in bad positions in fight before,
yes.
And he never had been in bad position. So I think as soon as I start putting him in a bad situation, the pressure of that feeling, that thinking of he gonna lose the fight, we start to give trouble to him a little bit.
Well, to be fair, that's the thing. If you've not been put in those, deep waters is the best way to put it, and you don't know what it's like, it's hard to really see what your character's like. And I think maybe that's something, like you say, you've lost decisions, which means you've had some tough positions in that fight. You've obviously some fights you fought back in. You've got that kind of that experience which you can only get from fighting.
Yeah, I haven't been dropped before. I haven't been took down. I haven't been five rounds already. So I haven't been all over the place in the cage already. So I don't think he's gonna bring anything new to me.
Now, you're training for this fight. Obviously, it's a title fight. A lot of effort's going into it. I noticed, though, you had a bit of a break from 2014, 2016. There was a period of a little bit of a break there. Was that just maybe just that give your body a time to recover? Was there stuff going on outside of the cage you had to stop for a bit?
Yeah, for a long time in my career, I just was fighting for fun. I was just enjoying the time. I was really focused and be pro when I'm fighting. I was just doing whatever. The guy called me, "You wanna fight?" I say, "Yeah, why not?" But now I'm in a different time in my life. I'm more focused on be pro, on training, sleep, eating health. I'm keeping my weight lower, and I'm way focused in fight now that I was before.
So do you think that's made an advantage as well? You said your weight's lower, so you're not having to kill yourself to make weight. Do you feel that maybe then that's already mentally you're feeling you're in a better place because you're not thinking about the weight cut. You're thinking more about the fight.
Exactly, exactly. I'm keeping my weight like 10 pounds over. I mean, I'll rate like under 60, 160.
Yeah.
So I think like it's not gonna be a problem for me to make weight this time. Way back in the day, I used to have a hard time to make weight, but now I'm more like a focus, more discipline, like eating health, and don't starve myself.
Yes. Well, I have to admit, if pizza was fat free, it would be the best food ever to use in your training camp. It would be amazing.
Which one?
Fat free pizza.
Pizza.
Now, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have after the fight. Some pizza.
Yes.
I don't have a slice of pizza for a long time.
Oh, it's that sweet, lovely nectar. Everyone loves a bit of pizza. So.
Extra sugar.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There you go. That's your target. Get the win, so you get that pizza. But obviously, going into the fight, you obviously get yourself in the low weight. So the time you had off, when you you obviously dedicated yourself a bit more in training to work on things. What did you take from your fight that you maybe felt that you were lacking, that you maybe need to bring into your game a bit more, that you need to probably improve on?
Yeah, I'm like a grappling style. I'm a jiu-jitsu black belt.
Yeah.
So I think like I have always to try to improve my stand-up, my boxing, Muay Thai, how to kick, how to move, all those things. Be comfortable on my feet, so I don't have to rush to take the guy down or something like that. Because that's the time when you make mistake, you guys out, all those things.
Yeah, it is. It is one of them things where it's that transition. If you're a striker, you've got to learn to wrestle because. You're going to someone's going to shoot in one day. And for you, yeah, you get that fluidity. Because when you can get that balance of being able to strike and move into takedowns, that's when you're more devastating because it's really hard then to differentiate when you're shooting and when you're going to hit them. And it's just an art form. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, go ahead, buddy. I was just saying it's a beautiful art form.
I'm focused on my strike. Like I'm always training. Like I'm also now like since the beginning of this year, I told myself that I wanna try to compete as much as possible and always keep active. Also, like I'm planning to after this fight, like I go to compete like the Pan Ams, no gi. So I'm always training like a gi, no gi, and also like I keep training my boxing and the Muay Thai. Not with the same intensity, but like I keep moving around. Like I try to fix some data, try to put something new and learn something. I like one thing that I really like is like to learn something. I like to learn. Like every day is to show something new. Like show me. I wanna learn.
Well, that's the thing. You're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but there's so much to learn still, even when you are a black belt. It is crazy.
Yeah. Like when you get your black belt, actually you just start jiu-jitsu. Like from white to black belt, you just are getting the sport. But when you get your black belt, it's when you start really learning jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's like the belts before are teaching you the foundations, and then onwards from black belt, it's when you start to put it all together, have a bit of fluidity, and even learn, start to mix stuff up to yourself. It's crazy because like you see guys compete and they're both black belts, but suddenly they look like a white belt versus a black belt because the guy's so good. Like Damian Maia is the best example I can think of. No matter how many black belts he goes with, he's just going to go through all of them. He's just a magician. It's incredible.
Yeah, like when you get a black belt, like you start like make your style, like see what you like to do best. When you are like a white, blue, purple, and brown, you kind of learn like everything around, like a guard, pass guard, takedowns, everything. But as soon as you got your black belt, you have to get one style. You have to focus on something you like to do it, and from there, like you make some variations, some different grips, some different things to do it. Or you also have to see like how is your body type, so then you can like make your game plan with your body type. That's what I really like about jiu-jitsu. It's like it's never done. It's always evolving, always something new, and you don't have like a wrong and right. Just like what works and what doesn't work.
Hey, I sit at home and I will I've been rolling with someone, and then I'll go home and I'll think about it, and I'll think, oh, next time I want to try this. So I'll get the
Oh,
guys.
do you do jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I train. I compete in mixed martial arts. I train jiu-jitsu.
Nice.
I
Nice.
literally I do. I sit there and I'll look online. I'll tell you what, I've got a bit of a man crush. I have to say.
Which belt are you?
Do you know what, my friend? We do not have anyone over here that can grade me for a belt. We have no one over here. I live in the UK on the Isle of Man, and there is no one here
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, mate. There's no one here to give me a belt. So I'm technically, if I went into a jiu-jitsu competition, I would be classed. Theoretically, I can go as a white belt, but I wouldn't because I know a lot more than a white belt does. So I wouldn't do that. I would actually for the challenge, I would like to just jump in as a brown belt and see how good they are to see where I am, because I would like to see
Yeah.
what level I'm at.
Nice.
So-
Where do you live in UK? I haven't
Yeah.
been rolled a couple times.
I live in the UK. It's a small little island called the Isle of Man, and that's where I'm at, my friend. We've got no one over here that can grade. Well, we've got no clubs like we've got no like Gracie Jiu-Jitsu or anything like that. 10th Planet to name just like two big ones. We've got nothing like that. You see, sadly, we have a mixed martial arts club, so we have jiu-jitsu in there, but we don't have any grading systems because the coach himself isn't
Oh, I
great.
see.
So yeah, it's one of them ones where I can do it. Like I won my first I won several matches in MMA via submission. So
Nice.
yeah, it's one of them ones where I just my favorite.
How's your record?
Sorry,
How is your record?
my half guard is good, but my side control is what my side control is my bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I
Nice.
get in side control, it's you're gonna have a hard time getting me off you. I'm just like glue. That's my thing. I love it.
What is your favorite submission?
I usually fall into it, but somehow a head and arm choke is just the way it goes. I can just slip that in many positions, and it just
Nice. Man.
listen
That's sweet.
just listen to them just slowly breathe, and then as they breathe out, I put that weight on, and they can't breathe anymore, and the tap comes. That's probably why I like it, because you can hear them, because your head is so close to theirs, and you hear that breath just go, and you think, I've got you, and they tap, and you're like,
I got you.
yeah, it's a beautiful feeling. It is, honestly, I won't lie.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when the guy tapping, he like I give up.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's just there. When you knock the guy out, they could say like, okay, he got a lock. But
Yeah.
when the guy tapped, he can't say that. He had to say like, I give up. I don't want to fight anymore.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. If I didn't tap, I was going to sleep, and I wasn't going to wake up. And that's the great thing about it. I don't get me wrong. I've had in training. I've had my ass handed to me plenty of times as to how do you learn. That's the thing about jiu-jitsu. You get tapped. You've been tapped out probably, if you think about it, from when you first started, thousands of times. You know, it just happens. You know, over time you just get tapped out. So I'm the same. I get tapped out lots of times, and that's the only way I learn. If I don't get tapped out, I can't learn. You know, that's what I like about jiu-jitsu. You can't grow without learning. Without losing. Sorry, without getting tapped. It's the only way you can grow.
Yeah, when I was a white belt, I think white or blue belt, like the guys in the gym used to put me to sleep all the time.
Have a little kiss.
Yeah, like they put me to sleep, and then I woke up, and they put to sleep again. I was like, fuck.
And that's what it is. It's annoying, but the thing is, you sit there and you think, if I can just stop, if I can delay them getting it a little bit longer, I've improved my defense by maybe 10 seconds. That's a 10-second improvement. So it's just those little steps that make those great strides. And yeah, I do love my jiu-jitsu. I was doing some last night. We were doing some rolling.
It's great when you can feel that this evolution.
Yes.
That's really nice.
And I was thinking, I was rolling with someone. She hadn't done much in her. She doesn't know much. So we just went over a simple guard pass to half guard, pass the half guard, get to side control, and get a head and arm choke. I let her do all that on me, and then you could see in her face she was like she was super happy, just really happy that she did it all. And I was like, it's possible to do. You just have to have someone who's happy to take the time, instruct you, show you, and that's what in jiu-jitsu is as well. It's not about winning; it's about passing that information and knowledge on as well. That's what I've noticed. Yeah, it's a very kind of almost like a family orientated sport because you pass on your knowledge. You know, you never let it just, you don't keep it to yourself. You pass it on. And that's why I love Marcelo Garcia. You know,
Yeah,
he.
that's what I'm. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, bro. You were going to say?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, like your voice is kind of. Hello.
I'm still here, my friend. It must be a little bit of a signal issue, but go ahead, carry on.
Okay. What's I didn't hear what said.
I was just saying, I love Marcelo Garcia, but we were just saying how it's like a family oriented.
Marcelo Garcia.
Yes. He is a wizard. He's my influence. If I could use anyone, I watch him, and I kind of want to be like him.
Yeah, I really watching him a lot too. He's really good. Like he got some guillotine from everywhere.
The Marcellatine is just a wonderful kind of grip and hold, and he's just so smooth the way he gets into the positions, and that's why he's aiming for perfection. But you can never get perfection. But like so I look at him and I think that's perfection. Then he looks at himself and he thinks he looks nowhere near or feels nowhere near perfection. It's what it is. It's something. It's an achievement you keep trying to reach. It's a goal, and love it, my friend.
Yeah. What's fun because I had one guy from here. He's like a really top wrestler. He was in the gym. He wanted to say like, oh, I'm gonna go train with Marcelo Garcia next week. I bet he will not tap me out, not even one time. Then like he come back in the next week. He's like, oh my god, the guy is incredible. Like he make me tap like 7 times in 5 minutes. I said, yeah, man, you cannot joke about him. He's sick.
Yeah, he's no joke, Marcelo. He is if you get on the ground with him, you've just got to kind of hope that you can run away. Just get up and run. Oh, what a legend he is. Honestly, man, look, I love jiu-jitsu. I love rolling. I love I just honestly I love it. But I love MMA as well. That's the thing. I love all the martial arts. It's taught me and everything. It's grown, and you know what? Being a black belt, I think as well, that adds a certain danger level to yourself when you're fighting Andre Harrison. Because if he wants to go in for those double legs and get those takedowns, even the single legs, he's got someone who isn't going to be a slouch off his back. You'll offer an array of weapons off your back, never mind being on top.
That's exactly what I'm expecting to. Like, if he come take me down, that's what I want him to do.
Yeah, so you can just start, you can start slapping up those triangles, arm bars, armor platters, all that good stuff.
Armor platter, leg locks, heel hooks,
exactly.
The back, everything.
And then that puts him off maybe trying to take you down because he knows what the threat is down there. Keep the fight standing.
Yeah.
And there you go. You can start to open up yourself.
Yeah, like I'm improving a lot my stand, like my boxing here in Philadelphia, Philadelphia style.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty confident on my box too. So doesn't matter where he wanna be in bad waters.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will be tuning in to watch the fight because even though we're in the UK, I watch all the Titan cards. I stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I will watch those fight cards. I will be tuning in, tweeting away, enjoying the cards. That's what I do.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
I love it, honestly. Honestly, I can't wait to see yourself on there. You get that exposure on Fight Pass because I know a couple of other people. I've got a few other friends in the UK that tune in to watch it. We'll message each other from across, obviously on social media, and we'll enjoy the fight cards.
Nice, man.
It's just great because we appreciate what you guys are doing across there as well. Never mind just here, and we want to watch it live.
Thanks so much for the space you are giving to me, like to talk a little bit about me, about my work and everything. I really appreciate that, man.
Oh man, that's what I do. I want you on here, and I want you to, I want people to get to know who you are a bit. That's what the idea is, my friend. Look, before I want to let you go though, I need you to tell everyone at home what your social media is. So if you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitters, what it is, so people can jump on, give you a follow, and join you.
Okay, you guys can check me out on Facebook. My Facebook is Alexandre Bezzara da Silva, Popo. Or you can follow me on Twitter is Alexandre Bezzara or Alexandre _ Popo. You can go to Instagram to follow me on my day by day training for this fight, this title fight. My Instagram is like a Poposaurus 25.
Nice. Okay. Get on there. Plenty of options, people. No excuses. I'm sure someone's got at least one of those free. What about, buddy? Have you got any sponsors helping you out during the fight camp? Have you got any sponsors?
So
Mate, yeah.
so far, I don't have any sponsor. I sponsor myself, and if somebody's interested, I would love to have them.
Hey, you're gonna be on UFC.
I would like to say thanks to my team, my strength condition, Jerry. What?
Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, my strength condition, Jerry. That's like he's make me get ready for this fight. My team, that is Fight Camp, Supercharged CrossFit, G13, Tri-State Martial Arts, and everybody from Philadelphia who always support me on my fights.
Look, Bobo, I want you to have a great time at Titan FC. I know the guys look after their fighters there, so I know you're in great hands, and it's going to be a hell of a weekend. You've got a great opportunity on UFC Fight Pass to get yourself a title, to let the world see who you are. Honestly, have a great fight, have a great weekend, and enjoy your time with them, my friend.